All right, hi everybody. Ah, man, what a weekend! 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 Well, the good news is between last night and just now, the alerts. Oh my gosh, I'm hitting the mic. The alerts should be looking pretty good. I even did some custom things with the sounds this morning. So, that's just fantastic. Fantastic. We're missing one of our main here. King Spike. Where are we at? Oh, that's right. That is right. We need our notes, right? Notepad. Where are you? Beautiful. Why does my controller keep connecting and disconnecting? I swear, today better not be another day. Ugh. It might be, because I can't move right now. Wow. I'm not even hitting anything and it's doing weird things. Wow. Oh, everybody. Oh. What is going on today? Okay. Anyways. Before we dive in too much further, I did forget, as usual, to upload the controller, so let's do that. And it's not showing up. Let's find out why. There we go. Still, the inputs are showing up. My God, dude. What a weekend it's been. Okay. So, here's the deal. We do have, we've got a few things that we gotta look out for here right now. We have, some leveling up that we can do. So that's one thing that we're going to need to do. We also have... What is going on? This is very unlike... Oh. This is very unlike what it usually does. We are having a time right now. Let me tell you. What a rough freaking week for this crap. Alright, I don't know how many times it's going to happen, but if that happens too many times, it's something... We're going to have to go off stream for a little bit again. Okay, so... Hoping we don't have to do that. Our next special stat is going to be 126. Vile Plume has already passed it. So who's our next closest? Either Butterfree or King Spike, I think? Yeah, King Spike. Okay. What I don't know, though, is that they're going to hit it without going over on level. So, let's see what level we're allowed to go up to here. Okay, so it just looks like level 60. So let's start with that. We can go up 10 levels, which means I don't know why my controller keeps doing this. What is going on here? I'm going to try it this way. Anyways. We can go up to level 60. That's a possibility of 20 more points. We need 26. We need 126 rather, so I think we can do this. My controller stopped working again. Hang on, everybody. I'm like 5 seconds away from freaking quitting streaming, I swear to God. All right. We'll see if that fixes anything. I'm not holding my freaking breath at this point. Hey, pandas. You caught me at a point where I'm like 5 seconds away from like never streaming again. How about that? We are trying to fix the controller from constantly disconnecting. I have had nothing but problems this whole weekend with every possible thing while I'm trying to stream. And it is beyond frustrating and beyond aggravating right now. We couldn't get our alerts to work right. And then when we thought we had that, it did nothing but show the test names and everything on it. And then we stayed up until 2:30 in the morning fixing that. And then all of my settings for my camera disappeared. And then a lot of the things that I had set up via web address no longer worked, and I had to reset all of that on OBS. Now my controller doesn't want to work right. A whole weekend's been lost. Couple that with the car troubles that I had yesterday. Having to pay for extra parts for my car. It has been a week. Why did everything break suddenly? That's a good question. I believe I know with the camera settings, it's because for whatever reason, every time the NVIDIA camera source restarts, it doesn't save the settings. So I set it up in the camera itself, and hopefully it'll work this time. It seems like it did when I did a restart. So that'll at least save the camera settings. Why the rest of the OBS stuff I had to reload, I don't know. Why the alerts weren't working was because I was led down a rabbit hole for the code that I didn't need to be led down. And when I called out Chat freaking GPT for its crap, it was like, oh yeah, sorry about that. So that was infuriating. Yeah, it's just, it has been one hell of a weekend. Luckily, I had extra video footage set up for all of next week, so we don't have any glitches that we need to capture. Yeah, today the problem seemed to be that my controller keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. I think I fixed it, though. It's just like, it's one of those situations where you feel like the universe is telling you something. Anyways. Yeah, the universe can frickin' suck it. However, if the alerts are working correctly now, I'm very happy with the sound choices I made this morning. I set up individual sounds per alert. So that should be pretty neat. So we can level up to just under 60, so we'll probably level up to like 58. Is our goal. We are obviously going to do this as quickly as we possibly can. Yeah, so we have the main goal with the Elite Four that we need to make sure that we get to, so that we're not worrying about anything that's like level-wise or anything like that, is beating all of the Elite Four. My controller seems to be doing fine now, by the way, so we figured it out quick. Thank God. Is beating the Elite Four with Pokemon under level 60 without any of them fainting, I think is what it is. And then after that, there's no like limitation on levels. It's just beating the Elite Four with Pokemon Red exclusive Pokemon and beating the Elite Four with one Pokemon. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too bad, Pandas. I didn't see any item restrictions, so I think we're going to be okay. But I figure also while we do this, we'll keep an eye on what do you want to call it? Our special levels, so that way any other Pokemon that we want to catch via the Ditto trick, we won't miss. Because we don't have to get a full Pokedex, that's not one of the achievements. But that's kind of like a personal achievement to me, because I've never done that in a game, ever. I've never gotten all the Pokemon in one game. Currently on Soul Silver, I'm doing a Gen 2 normal type Pokemon only run to make it harder. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think that's a neat idea, like picking a type that you really like and then trying to beat the game with only that type. There goes my controller again. Oh, I fucking hate this right now. Sorry, YouTube, for cursing. It's been tough to get early low-level starters Suck until they get past level 15. Yeah, stuck with just tackle. Yeah. The good news is once you get past a certain point, you're gonna find some really, really, like, high HP, high defense, normal Pokemon. And they're just gonna be able to dominate. Got some tanks, and they can all learn a lot on a lot of TMs. And the dude in the woods that teaches you headbutt. So all of my party knew headbutt for a while. Yeah. Very nice. I don't know if I've ever played Soul Silver before. Only played the OGs. Yeah, I think the OGs are the ones I'm most familiar with. But I've definitely played some of the other stuff. Gen 2 I've played quite a bit of. That's probably the one I'm second most familiar with. I've just briefly played through Gen 3 and maybe 4. And I've played through, I think, all the DS. No, not all the DS. A good portion of the DS games. So I've played, what the heck? Platinum. I've played Platinum, I've played Black and White, and I've played Black and White 2. Although Black and White 2 I was very unimpressed with, if I'm being honest, and I don't even know if I made it through the whole thing. Black and White 2 just literally felt like playing Black and White. It took place in the exact same region and everything. My controller just stopped working and I didn't even get a disconnect notice. Oh my gosh, there it is. This is awful. This is absolutely awful. I am having the worst weekend right now. Use this fucking controller, which I absolutely hate to use for this. If it's even gonna work. This feels awful. It feels absolutely awful. Let's see if this one decides to disconnect and reconnect. I'm ready to go into like total hermit mode now and just disappear from the earth for like 2 years. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm sorry, everybody. Just play the damn game. Alright, I forgot to look at stats. $113. So a little more. I could pandas, but like then I will have like not at all streamed for the whole week, and I won't get an opportunity probably to stream again until next week. And with as little time as I get to stream now compared to how much I used to, I don't want to get knocked off of the, what do you call it? Not the partnership thing for Twitch, but the other one, the one that's the step down that I have, affiliate. Because then you lose all your notifications and all that crap. So, it's fine. I'll be fine in a minute. I'll be fine in a minute. I don't need full restore. Yeah, if you don't keep up with your amount of time and stuff like that, I think you have to like reclaim it. So then you gotta like re-put in the hours and stuff like that. I'm probably being overcautious though, because I think you have to like quit streaming for like quite a bit of time straight. Like it might even be a few months for all I know, but I'm gonna be fine. I'm just aggravated. It will go away. I'll get used to this controller. I just have a stupid bad habit that when I get frustrated with something, I can't shut up for a minute. But it will go away. Especially if we get an achievement. That'll be great. That'll be something if we get one of those today. I know I'm looking at a different party to go up against Mewtwo. Simply because we're going to be trying to do absolutely zero damage to him. And we're going to be trying not to put him to sleep, not paralyze him, all that good stuff. The only thing I might do is I might use like a move that brings down his special. And the reason being is his special is just absolutely outrageous. And maybe even physical attack. And that way we can knock that down so he's barely doing any damage, so we can just throw balls at him until we catch him. That's going to be a fun video. That's going to be really cool. It's all good, pandas. Not every weekend can be great, right? The universe doesn't work that way, and that's okay. We did get to go to Yokoso yesterday, though. That was a very positive thing out of the weekend. I got my black garlic ramen. My wife tried a new one. She tried the curry ramen, and she actually liked it quite a bit. I tried a piece of chicken from it, and it was really nice. It had like a nice like herby, earthy taste to it. Yeah, it was pretty great. And if you just order the curry ramen by itself, it's not a spicy one, but you can ask for spice. They will make it hotter if you want to. That place is so good. Such a cool little ramen spot we have. 116 still. We need 126, so we need 10 more. He's level 53, so that's okay. We're still in a good spot. Don't need full restore, but we do need some of that. So pandas, you gotta do me a favor if you're here for any of it. If an alert does go off, I can't hear them on my end in order to make it so that I can adjust the volume level and all that stuff. Let me know if one goes off and what kind of sound bite it plays. Just in case I miss it. If we might not even get one today, but if we do, that way we'll know if it's working properly finally. So anything from new subscriber, reoccurring subscriber, new follower, gift subs, bits, raids. Donk did a raid last night when I went streaming, and that's how I knew that things weren't working properly. And so, like, halfway through my already very short stream, I couldn't anymore. I was so mad. I was so pissed. Spent so long. So freaking long on this crap. Also, my camera could come down a little bit.
Oh, yes!
Oh my gosh, look at that. It worked. At least the visual worked. Did the sound alert say anything? Okay, good. Thank you for testing that, Pandas. That means everything is working as it should. That's a good feeling. That is a good feeling. Satisfying. Thank you. You have made my day. You have made my day. Oh, yes. As the alert said. Oh, Pandas. Also, I don't know if you like kombucha. I love kombucha. But this one right here is a new flavor of this brand. Which, you know, the green screen or whatever you want to call it is going to really just filter this out. But it's freaking delicious. It's a Honey Crisp apple. You've never had kombucha before? So it's a fermented drink. What's the best way to describe it? It's like a sweet vinegar taste. If you like apple cider vinegar or things like that, you'll like it. Also, very, very dependent on the flavor that you get on whether or not you're going to like it. Because some of the flavors are just fantastic, and some of them are kind of like, meh. This needs to come down a little more still. Yeah, that'll do. There we go. Having to reset everything up after all that crap this weekend. Anyways, this one is absolutely delicious. I'm scared too. What are you scared for? Is it like that you won't like it? That's a legit thing to be scared about, honestly, with kombucha. I think it heavily depends on the flavor that you get. So I have tried a few that are absolutely revolting. The watermelon one, I don't like it. It tastes like rotten watermelon. The spirulina, or however you pronounce it, disgusting. And it's got like a neon blue color to go with it. It doesn't taste anything like you think it would based on how it looks. The apple crisp one is delicious. If you like fruit roll-ups, I'm telling you, GTS's lemon berry that's probably the best one to start out with, really. GTS lemon berry is like a freaking fruit roll-up, but with, you know, the fermented carbonated, a little bit of that flavor to it. If you don't like that fermentation flavor, you could go with 221 BC as well. I had some of their stuff the other day, and the one I tried, it was like a lavender, and it had more of like an earthy, sweet flavor to it, for lack of a better word, but a lot less of that fermentation flavor to it. So I would try the GTS brand lemon berry flavor, and if you don't like that, I would try one of the 221 BC's kombuchas, because that one's got a lot less fermentation to it. I happen to like the fermentation taste to it a lot. Why, I couldn't tell you. It's the fermentation, you know, it almost gives it like an alcohol-esque flavor. Like, I feel like some of them taste like wine. Like, my favorite variant is the gingerberry for the GTS. Oh yeah, pandas, you're gonna be fine with it then. It's got that kind of a bite to it, like a fermented food, like a kimchi or something would have. And then they just mix like delicious things with it. You just got to be careful that you don't get like something that when it's fermented it tastes disgusting. Like, something tells me, like, fermented bananas would probably be disgusting. And I could be totally wrong with that. I did not look. Special stat. Okay, good. It went up 2. We want it to continually go up by 2. We don't want it to go up by an odd number. I'll take Golbats all day. So yeah, if my other controller is starting to do that, it may just be dying. Because I think that's what happened with the other one that I had. Because we had to switch that out too, I believe. Which is a shame because I really like those controllers. But I'm starting not to like 8-bit dough anymore because of this happening with so many of their controllers. It hasn't happened with my arcade stick though. I've used that the most, and I have not had any issues with it. I don't know if maybe that's because it has an actual separate switch to change the input type, or what. Nice, Bandit. What's up, dude? There we go. Where's our special at now? That was kind of a big jump, wasn't it? That was a 3. We need 126, so we've got another level or two to see what it does before we start resulting to what do you want to call it? Calcium, I think, is the one that we need for that. And hopefully the calcium will make it just go up 1. We're hoping, at least. Also, I suppose now that I got this controller situation under a little better control, we could probably pop that back up. There we go. I mean, leveling up is really not interesting enough to sit through at normal speed, right? we can get that junk done. Go. 123, and we said 126, so one more level. We gotta hope for a 3 on this next one. Either that or a 1 followed by a 2. So what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna save it until we're a fight away from a level up. I said I was going to do that, and I haven't been doing it. Let's save again. And the reason we're doing that is, we may be able to manipulate things the way that we need to. By doing this to get the stat that we need. There it is. 125, and I said we needed 126. I believe it's calcium that raises special. Your TMs, right? Your balls. Your balls! All right, let's see how much it rose. It rose too much. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to reset. We're going to continue where we left off. We're not going to get into any more fights. We're going to go fly. Celadon. It's one more, right? Now let's see if one more will only raise it one. $126. That's what we need, right? Yeah. Cool. We were able to successfully manipulate that. Thank freaking goodness. Okay, so let's get out of here. And we are going to catch ourselves a Machamp. Is what we're gonna do next. Haha, Squall, what's up, dude? We got all our new alerts working. So we're good and golden there, finally. Really excited about that. God, what hell we went through to make that happen. Anyways. Let's stay at the Pokemon Center here. And heal everybody up. Wow, I jumped in everything. Look at that. Okay, let's save. I think we're in an okay Pokemon box because we took a Pokemon out. So we should be fine there. We've already fought all of these people. So we're having to get a little on the creative side of things. Save. We are in a little bit of a rough spot, though, because I forgot to change Pokemon. As far as who's ahead, and I really don't want King Spike to level up. We might still be fine. If not, we'll just redo it. It's not a big deal. It's not a hard glitch to redo. Go get him, Limpy. Really? Why am I not using Thunderbolt? Get real. Ooh. Ah, dang, dude, we gotta redo it. Okay. No big deal. I knew, because I knew we were close. This won't take but a second. We just need to switch what Pokemon is our starter. Not a big deal at all. Beautiful. Run away. All right, so now we'll go back and find our Ditto. There he is. That was quick. And he can level here, by the way, if King Spike decides to level here. It's fine. Because Ditto has transformed. Okay. Again, we've beaten all these trainers, so we don't have to worry about trying to wade through the grass to get there. Not a a big deal. And here we go. Heck yeah. Oh, what am I doing? You don't want to do that. Get out there, Butterfree. Put him to sleep. Put him to sleep. Put him to sleep. Shut up. Wow, man. Like, real cool, Scoob. Okay, that's another one down. Next one is at special level 149, and that's going to be Alakazam. Which is one of my favorite Pokemon in Gen 1. For sure. Okay, and after that, I mean, currently we have 4 more Pokemon that we absolutely have to get in order to beat everything. After that, we have... Ooh, we have a special number for a Mewtwo. And we skipped it. But we can still get it with, probably like Butterfree or something. I mean, there's still plenty of opportunity for it. Interesting how Mewtwo's number isn't that high up. Anyways. Wouldn't that be something that would just confuse everybody if they saw us with a Mewtwo, going after a Mewtwo? I would love that. That would be very funny. Or if, like, we registered multiple Mewtwo's into Pokemon Stadium and we just played Pokemon Stadium with nothing but a party of Mewtwo's. How ridiculous would that be? Anyways. What am I doing? We are gonna level up. That's what we're gonna do. I suppose since we're here, we could use the Pokemon Center. But we do have one very special one that we're going to use the glitch we're currently doing to catch the Pokemon. Actually, a couple of special ones. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for some of these. But we're going to have to get much higher in our special levels for them. We still have some content yet to milk out of this game, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We could leave Limp Noodle there for now. We'll get everybody to around 58 or 57. Yeah, with everything going crazy today, I was planning on possibly trying to do some shmups today, but we've got work to do still yet in Pokemon, and we're not going to get there if we avoid it, so we're trying to get retro achievements here. Limp Noodle sure has taken a lot to level up, but the dragons are kind of so. There we go. What do your stats look like? Special is only 100. 131 will get us a special one. With us only having 10 levels and the average is 2 and we're at 100, we probably won't get there with Limp Noodle. I didn't mean to use Slam, but that's fine, it worked. Now that I know, we might as well. Ooh. Using that full restore. And that elixir. Very nice. That's a shame that I use Surf on him. Not that it's that big of a deal. I mean, we've got infinite of what we need, but... Oh my gosh. Limpy Noodle. What are you doing to me? Very good. I did not look at his stats, but it doesn't really matter. He's too low really right now in that stat to see a crazy increase do anything for us. I think, does he evolve at 55? That's probably going to see some pretty crazy increase to stats. That might provide us with something. I promise you that when we go to do the next game, we won't fast forward through the actual content part of the game. It'll just be like this. We'll fast forward through this level grind crap, but the content of the game. Fast forward through mega level grind is valid. Yeah, absolutely. It saves everybody time. It saves the people watching it time. It saves me time. A lot of little guys on this one. Need an elixir. I think instead of Blizzard, we need to find the next heaviest hitting ice move that can freeze. And use that instead, as long as the accuracy is higher, because I don't like the fact that Blizzard's accuracy, I think, what is it, 80%? $53. What are we looking at now? Special 105. Yeah, we're still way off. Yeah, totally, Pandas, and I get it. I mean, to even out the game and all that, for sure. I think I would rather personally have one that hits. So I gotta find out which one would be the next best one. Is it Aurora Beam or is it Ice Beam? because I don't know the difference between the two. Oh my gosh. Holy crap! I can't wait until he evolves so that we can get body slammed. $54, baby. A lot of good showings of Onyx there, which we'll take, because that's fairly decent XP compared to these little guys. My goodness. All right, 55. I think this is where he evolves. It's either 55 or 65. Was Hyper Beam on our list of moves to learn? Blizzard, Thunderbolt, Surf. I don't think so. Heck yeah, there we go. Oh, bump the mic, bump the mic. Sounds good, pandas. Oh, that feels good. Okay. That's also another Pokemon down in our Pokedex. Let's see here. 142. That was a massive jump. Puts us past Mewtwo, but puts us close to Alakazam. 7 away. So that's a possibility of anywhere between 3 and 5 levels. Also, no. What TM is Body Slam? TM08, baby. Let's go learn that real quick. Get rid of this stupid slam move. That is absolutely not doing us any favors. It's at 8, yeah. There we go. Thank goodness. Whoa. But yeah, even if we could get to Alakazam, I mean, that would be another one off the list. I would feel good about that. Didn't mean to do body slam there, but that's fine. Didn't hurt nothing. We'll have to start using Thunderbolt instead of body slam here soon. Looks like it does better anyways. $56. 45. Did that go up a lot, or did that only... Was he 141 prior to this? Because if so, then it went up like freaking 4. Yeah, Dragonite might even be one where we can use some calcium on him too to get what we need. Again, we're saving so that if we have to manipulate it, we'll be in a prime position to be able to do so. Welcome back, pandas. Alright, let's see where our special's at here. That special is going up a lot. His battle sprite looks so dumb. Yeah, like the back end sprite? Yeah, for sure. Alright, let's see if using... a calcium raises it up by 1 or 2. If it does it by 2, I suppose we can try to manipulate it so that way we get to the special number that we want exactly. If it doesn't and it only raises it by 1 though, we'll be getting ourselves an Alakazam. And we're one more Pokemon closer to having caught every single Pokemon on the Pokedex, minus, you know, being able to, I should say. I'm wording that totally wrong right now. Okay, Calcium, we're gonna get, I guess just 1, really. It only needs to go up 1. Okay. $149, baby. That's what we needed. Let's go get ourselves an Alakazam. We want to make sure that our Pokemon box. Our Pokebox is in the right number, so that way we have an empty slot for which we can catch the Pokemons. I can deposit a Pokemon, so we're fine. We'll stay with that box. Freaking Alakazam, what a Pokemon. This is gonna be great. I love Alakazam. Alakazam is such a fantastic guy. I'm not sure if it's just because of his mustache or his psychic powers, but I love everything about him. Okay, I wanted to try this out a little differently, right? So... here's what I'm curious about. Let's go to Celadon. Let's get into a fight with a Pokemon trainer. There's got to be one around here somewhere, right? maybe on the other side. Yeah, probably on the other side. Because I think that the key frame for activating this is still going to be in the same spot. So I'm not sure if the move Fly will interrupt this or not. That is freaking hilarious, pandas. This was not the place to go. Okay, let's restart that. So yeah, so I think, I keep derailing my own brain. I think that the key point for which the Pokemon will appear at is going to stay the same. I know there's a bunch on this bridge that we haven't fought yet, and above, so let's do that. So I think if I fly back, find the Ditto, the keyframe will still be the same. I don't know that for sure, but we're gonna find out. Ah, yes, the Pokemaniac. We haven't really come across too many of them. Cubone. Shut up, Cubone. It's so funny, pandas. It's so funny. Okay, so we should be able to fly now. And we'll see if this disturbs the glitch in any way. It resets it or anything of that nature. Should be looking for Dittos, actually, so we'll stay in the grass. You know, one thing I also do like that they started doing in Gen 2 was anytime that you came across a Pokemon whose type you've already caught, or type's probably not the right word, any type of Pokemon that you've already caught, it had a little Pokeball next to their name so that you knew. That's when they started that. I know the concurrent generations had that too, but like, this one did not. That was like a huge quality of life upgrade. Okay, we need to come across the Ditto here. Yeah, it's insane, pandas. Oh, we're gonna kill him before... Well, we could try Blizzard and hope that it misses. No. That's fine. We need to put a different Pokemon first. That's all that is. But who knows when we're gonna come across another Ditto. That could be a while. Or not. Thank goodness. Thank you. Oh, the goodness. Go get him, Limpy D. Now see, the sprite looking at you looks awesome. Still works. Beautiful, everybody, beautiful. Alright, we need to switch Pokemon out. Because we need to put this bad boy to sleep. Oh, I hope he doesn't only know Teleport. I hope he doesn't know Teleport. Oh my gosh, that was scary to me for a second. Could you imagine how annoying it would be to set this up to just have this son of a bitch teleport? That would be awful. Still a possibility that he might do that, depending on what his moveset is. I don't know what his moveset is, so he might not even have it available. But man, that would be the worst. That'd be like Nintendo giving you the chance to catch a Mew after going through that contest to activate the fight with Mew or whatever, and then Mew just teleporting. Could you imagine that? For a non-glitched Mew. Oh yeah, no, but see, here's the crazy thing, Pandas. Imagine specifically for Mew, because Mew, the only way that you could get Mew back in the day was through a Nintendo event. So imagine, like, you had to win, if I remember right, you had to win a competition, and then that made it so that you could interact with Mew, so you could accidentally, you know, you'd like fight Mew. So you could accidentally knock him out trying to catch him, or, you know, imagine if Nintendo gave that Mew teleport, and that was your only opportunity to ever catch it. Could you imagine how devastating to you that would be as a child? That would just suck so bad. My God. I mean, at the very least, if we didn't catch this guy here, at least I could reset it up. But, like, I would be devastated. Or, like, Celebi or any of that. Although we never got Celebi in the frickin' States, did we? Did we? We're gonna have to see if we can glitch him when we get to Gen 2. Man, Alakazam's being a real jerk. Should have put the ball counter up for him. Wow, we might have to bring out Panda Plume to start putting him to sleep, because we're running out of that. I hope we don't run out of freaking Pokeballs. Oh, crap. Crap! He did it! I freaking called that! Oh, come on! I freaking called that! What the hell? Ah. Ah, God. All right. I freaking called that. Oh, man. Can you believe that? The nerve, man. Yeah, same, Pandas. Absolute same. So this one's going to be hard. Which is fine. We went here last time. so this will work. We learned some things about the glitch through this, though, and that's good. Fly does not undo the glitch. So we'll just zip through this fight. I guess everybody hold on to your asses. This might be an interesting one. We need to switch Pokemon. We need to find a Ditto. Actually, why don't we switch it with Butterfree to begin with? Because we're immediately going to switch to Dragonite. At least Ditto's showing up pretty well. And we're going to need Butterfree to start off anyways for the Alakazam fight. Okay. Keep your fingers crossed. If sleep powder doesn't work, please use disable. Get out of here! Oh my gosh. This one's gonna take a little bit. Fine. It's totally fine. I promise. We got a tough one on our hands, everybody. At least it'll make it exciting. At least we have a foolproof method to continually recreate this until we catch him. Alright, Butterfree on top. Butterfree seems like they'd be a top, don't they? Looking for Dittos. Yeah, now the game's gonna be like, yeah, maybe we'll give you a Ditto eventually. Dude. We got real lucky finding those two Ditto right away. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, keep your fingers crossed. We got to at least put him to sleep. All right, that at least earns us an opportunity. Shut up. Yes. Thank goodness. That could have gone on for a lot longer. Alakazam is taller than my wife. That's funny. Anyways. No, Nick. No. Okay. Alakazam is off of the list. And we have 3 left. Oh, goodness. 3 left. We have Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Bellsprout. Along the way, we can work at getting a Mewtwo if we'd like to get another one. And I have some special ones that are going to be really cool to show off. So, anyway, I digress. I'm fine with their levels right now. Let's try to get everybody else up to about level 56 as well. And then we'll make another run at the Elite Four. Is Side Beam enough? No, it's not. 2 of them are. But on the littler guys, yeah. Side Beam is enough on the littler guys. Not quite enough on Golbat either, though. So Psychic on the big guys, Psybeam on the little. Now we know. Oops. Oops, everybody. It's a funny oops, though. Okay, fixed. What's a funny story, Mark? $52. Yeah, your special's super low compared to what we need to get anything else. So we don't need to worry about Butterfree stats at all right now when they level up. We just need them to level up. Need lots more of those. Didn't mean to use that. More Golbats would be nice. My goodness. Here we go. Beautiful. Get 2 more levels on Butterfree. Then we can move on to the next Mon. Also, I didn't see anything about it saying we had to do these achievements in set mode, so we might be able to change out of set mode, which would be very advantageous for us, because then we'd be able to change Pokemon when other Pokemon faint. We would know what Pokemon they're getting ready to send out as well. So that would be a huge, huge benefit, if that's the case. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to double check, because that would suck so bad to get that far into it, just to find out you've been doing it wrong the whole time. But I think set mode was specifically for, well, I guess they're technically gym leaders, so I mean, like, they're like the elite gym leaders. I remember when the word elite was like the word, like when the word Uber was like the word, epic was the word. It's funny how words that are the word for a while become like the cringiest thing ever after like so much time of it being available to use. Love it. I just called them assholes because they kept beating me. I was, of course, trying to go up against the Elite Four with nothing but, like, a super strong Charizard, though. Because I just thought Charizard was the coolest thing ever. Beautiful. One more level. So, my Charizard was, like, insane. And was soloing everything, even though I had a party of Pokemon, so... Next Onyx we get. Let's try and see if Psybeam gets him out. Yeah, it does. We are a high enough level for that now. Wow, it missed. It's the first time I've seen Psybeam miss. Out of Psy Beams, so let's use some Psychics. There's our level up. Beautiful. All right. And a plume. You are up. Now, Panda Plume, I remember, had a fairly high special, so let's see what we're looking at here. It's 11 games. $135. So, if at a rate of 2, max would be 9 levels. That would be another 18. So that would be, what, 50-something? 53, maybe? Possibly. We might get into Bulbasaur territory with Panda Plume. We'll have to wait and see. Ooh. Okay, use Hyper Beam on the little guys. Or Mega Drain. You can use Mega Drain, it's no big deal. Ooh. Good deal. $138. I don't remember if it was 136 last time. That sounds right, though. Honestly, we're just going to keep leveling up Panda Plume anyways, so I guess it makes it a little more exciting to know where Panda Plume is at. Did not mean to use Mega Drain on you. Relative to where we need to be, though. Like a sportscaster. Didn't kill. Interesting. Oh, why did I do that? Mega Drain worked just fine on our way. Oh, again, I could just use Mega Drain. Silly, man. Silly, silly me. We were just trying to save all that Mega Drain for the bigger rock guys. But if it's all you got left, you might as well use it. I feel like Panda Plumes is going up pretty quick in the special category. She wasn't 139 before. But this looks like possibly we might end up getting a Bulbasaur before all this is said and done. The amount of time it says we put in. When we started today, it said we had put in like 70 hours already. And it's gone up 10 hours. And that little timer on the bottom. We've been playing for like 2 hours today. Goodness. Alright, I think we were at 141 on the special on the last one, was it? 144. It is going up very quickly. It is going up by more than just 2. So I think it is a very real possibility that we will get into Bulbasaur territory here. We're getting a little too good at this fast forwarding thing now. $147. We only need to get to 153. And it's going up by 3s, it seems. So 47. 2 more levels, and I think we'll be exactly there. As long as the pattern, the trend continues. Whoops. Oops. There we go. 150. So the trend has been continuing. Let's use our elixir. Let's save. Okay, let's see if it does it again. If it doesn't, then we'll go back, we'll use calcium to get Panda Plume. We'll try to, at least, to get Panda Plumes to where we need them to be. Matter of fact, I have a feeling that Panda Plumes would end up going up in special by 2 if they don't go up in 3. So, I think worst comes to worst, Panda Plumes gets to level 57, we save it. Well, we don't save it. But Panda Plumes only goes up by 2, and then we use a calcium. Worst case scenario, Panda Plumes goes up 2 on the special. Best case scenario, 1. Worst case scenario, we just would go back to where we have it currently saved. And just buy a bunch of calcium and get her special up that way. That was our last one. So, not quite there yet. Okay. Elixir up. Hey, where do we land? 53. Perfect. Perfect. Let's go get ourselves a Bulbasaur. I didn't think we were going to get this many of the last Pokemon that we were missing. Just from leveling up to get this Elite Four achievement. Did not foresee that happening. So since we're here, oh goodness. Okay, since we're here, let's make sure the box is good. Okay, box looks good. Bulbasaur does not know teleport, ever. So that's a win. That's already a very positive thing. Alright, we don't need to encounter anything yet. Another set of girls, and this should be over here. Save. I feel like that maybe this would be a cool one to show off, just because it's catching a starter Pokemon. That might make a cool clip. Oh goodness. Also, we are making progress towards another achievement by doing this from fighting these trainers, so every bit of this is just, it's very good. Very, very good stuff. Alright, let's go catch our Bulbasaur. Oh yeah, no worries, Pandas. No worries at all. Ditto? Oh, ditto. There you are. That's fine, right? Because I could just use the Poke Flute. Perfect. Okay, I thought that's how that would work. All right. Let's do it. Bulbasaur time. This is a wild starter Pokemon. That's insane. Darn, the Bulbasaur broke free. Darn, the Pokemon broke free. Get into my Pokeball. Oh my goodness. You know, I'm not surprised that Bulbasaur is putting up a fight. You're not exactly supposed to be able to catch starter Pokemon out in the wild in Pokemon Red. So it makes sense. Darn, dude. No Pokemon will be as hard as what freaking... Well, I take that back. Mewtwo's going to be pretty hard the way we're doing it. I really need to fix how often those freaking little notification things pop up. He growled at me. Come on, Bulbasaur, get into the ball! Alright. And that is how you catch a Gen 1 starter in the wild in Gen 1. Specifically Pokemon Red. Alright, we can take Bulbasaur off the list. Alright, so that's good. Panda Plume is 57, that's good enough. I said at least 56 for everybody, so that'll do. We're gonna switch Panda Plume out for Tauros. We're gonna have the Shins fly back up to the Indigo Plateau. Oh yeah, we were gonna take a look at something real quick. TM13 is what we want. We'll get rid of Blizzard for Ice Beam. take 3 for now. Better. Better. All right, good to go. Much better. 10 instead of 5, the accuracy should be way better. Ooh, didn't kill. Good deal. RetroBuzz, what's up, dude? How is it? How is that game? We're doing some fast forward training right now. Trying not to overtrain so we can get some good achievements. Really relaxing. Yeah, it almost looks kind of like an Animal Crossing type thing. Exactly. Oh, very cool. You entered a rap song contest starting next month. Heck yeah, dude. Good luck. You have to keep me up to date with that because I love your stuff, especially your backing tracks, man. Your backing tracks are solid. Trying to think hip-hop wise who I've been listening to lately. I really like this album called Alphabet Soup by Square, but Square is spelled S-C-U-A-R-E. Very solid album. Oops. And then the Deception Fall albums, or Deception Falls albums by this group of rappers, not to be confused with the K-pop band by the same name, but EXO, which Square is a part of, so that album is just awesome. There we go, 52. Give us at least 4 more levels. Did not mean to do that, by the way. Single body slam brought him down. Tauros is just a big boy. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah, Rich Bus. So, the Alphabet Soup one it's got a couple tracks that are, like, a little less on the hip-hop side. I think, like, 1 or 2 tracks. And a little more, I don't know, kind of, like, weird, spacey, like, EDM stuff, which I'm not super into, but the rest of the album, it's, like, how to explain it, man? It's, like, very similar to, like, old-school funky hip-hop. Like, not totally the same, but it's got like a flair of that Dr. Dre sounding with the backtracks, and but very mellow, very mellow, very awesome stuff. The other one has some songs that go insanely hard and some songs that are kind of on the silly side. Some that it's just got a good mix of everything. It's so good, so freaking good. Okay, I don't remember, so I'm just going to use that. Is Earthquake super effective on him or no? Not really. Not the same way it is on Onyx, it seems. About time I needed to use some kind of health healing thing on him. Earthquake. Earthquake on you. It's so funny I can body slam those guys. Should have used Earthquake. I don't know why I did that. Oh, why did I do Body Slam? We wanted to do Earthquake. It's alright. Not a big deal. There we go. There's another level. 2 more. 2 more. And then I've just got one other Pokemon to do like this, but we'll probably take a break so I can get some food in me. After we get this this Pokemon up to where they need to be. Nope, not the right move. Come on. There we go. 55. One more. You know, I'm realizing the leveling up is actually going really quick. We just had a lot of side things we had to do with this. Pool Sharker, yep, we sure are. Doing some level grinding, and we also got some more, for lack of a better word, forbidden Pokemon. we just caught a starter, and we caught a few other Pokemon prior to that we normally shouldn't be able to get in this version. But I'm just trying to level up enough to where everybody's higher end, but below 60 still, so we can get some more of those achievements, because we still have like a couple of Elite Four achievements to get. That one of them we're gonna have to do with Red exclusive Pokemon, though. I know that. Played through more than half of Heart Gold recently for a challenge. Really? What was the challenge on it? Or is the game itself a challenge? I've never played Heart Gold, actually. I don't know if it's like a harder version of original Gold or what. There we go. 56. That's what we wanted. Okay. You know what? We're here. We'll do the last one before we go to lunch. Especially since Pool Sharker showed up. I feel a little motivated. It's just a remake of Gold. Oh, okay. Like Fire Red and Leaf Green. Dang. That's gonna be the hard part for this bird, but that's fine. It is what it is. We got plenty of full restore. to beat Sabrina, so I had to finish Johto to go back to Kanto to challenge her. Oh. Oh! Gold and Silver, I think, that generation, Gen 2, I strongly feel like that's like my favorite. I know that's probably like a taboo thing to say among people who really like Pokemon, but I loved Gen 2 a lot. A lot. Donkey, what's up, dude? We got the alerts fixed finally, by the way. And then as soon as that got fixed, we had issues with our controller this morning. And that's not fixed, so I'm using a different controller, and I'm not very happy about it. It has been one hell of a weekend, let me tell you. Made sure to do all the challenge wins on the gym leaders on the way. I just need to build up the motivation to go back and finish everything else. Heck yeah, dude. Honestly, I can't wait to get into Gen 2. I think that's going to be really freaking fun. I think we're doing Pokemon Snap after this, though. I think that's what we decided on. There we go, finally a level. Good enough. Good enough. Glad you like it. Ultimos was the Pokemon that Squall had picked. I didn't get a name from Squall, so I just took the Ultima weapon and Tauros and combined them. Shinryo is, of course, Sins. That was his pick. And I think with the next game that we play, we'll let whoever's in chat when we start the game go ahead and pick their Pokemon and Pokemon name. And then from there, it'll just kind of be first come, first serve if they want one. Bad oof. Bidoof, yeah. Good old Bidoof. Gosh, all the Pokemon memes that are out there. The Bidoof ones, the Mudkip ones. Oh my gosh. Too many. Let's try attacking you. Good enough, good enough. No, Bidoof, I believe is Gen 2. I know it's not Gen 1 for sure. I'm trying to remember, it might not even be Gen 2. It might be Gen 3, but I think it is Gen 2. I think it is. Gen 4, hot damn. I was way off. I'm trying to think, I'm probably thinking of Centrant. I'm probably saying that wrong. But I'm trying to think which games were Gen 4. There we go. 52, baby. Yeah, Donk, we're just doing a little grinding. Currently, we're just trying to get everybody to around level 56 or so. We just caught a few Pokemon that we otherwise wouldn't be able to get. Even Pokemon Red by itself. We're using the glitch that involves using a Pokemon special stat and a Ditto in order to make that happen. So we just caught a Bulbasaur, and before that we caught an Alakazam. And I think the only ones we have left in order to make sure that we catch all of them is Charmander and Bellsprout, but I've got a few surprises in store in between, which should be pretty fun. Beautiful. There we go. There's another level. Sure. We still have 3 more levels to get with him. Then after that, we'll go after the Elite Four, and we'll try to get those, yeah, the Elite Four achievements. I don't think currently I have anybody in my party that is exclusive to Red, so we're gonna have to recreate our whole party in order to make that happen. But before we do that, we can still get this other one. Yeah, the achievement won't work if you grab Pokemon that aren't exclusive specifically to Red, as far as the one that I'm talking about. So, you've got a very small pool of Pokemon that are only catchable in Pokemon Red. What is it, like 13, I think? That's not the current one that we're going for, it's the one we're going to go for after this one. The one we're going for now is just beating the Elite Four without having any of your Pokemon faint, and without any of your Pokemon being above level 60 when you start. Donk, are you messing with me right now? It's been a while? Okay. No, I was just curious. I genuinely thought maybe you were messing with me for a minute. So the way that Pokemon works is most of the Pokemon you can catch on one version of the game. Some of them you can only catch on the other version, and some of them you can only get their evolved forms by trading them with somebody. So there's quite a few Pokemon. I think you can catch 123 out of the 150 with one version of the game, or how it was originally supposed to be done, but we're obviously doing some in-game glitching. I think it was 123. I could be off by it. It's 120 something, I'm pretty sure. So that's how the game, it was originally made that way, so that way you would have to find people to play with, or just buy both copies of the game and an extra Game Boy and a link cable, to try to encourage people to, like, you know, do that kind of thing, to play with each other and stuff like that. So yeah, so there are some Pokemon that are exclusive to red and some that are exclusive to blue. Between the two, you can get all of them, though. Now, what we're doing is we are manipulating... We're using a glitch and manipulating the Pokemon that pops out from that glitch by using our special stat of the last Pokemon that we defeated. And in order to make sure that we are defeating the correct, or a Pokemon with the correct special stat, we're training a Pokemon to the points where that special stat is what we need to correspond with a Pokemon. And then we're finding a Ditto, and that Ditto is turning into us, therefore copying all of our stats, including our special. And then we're walking to the certain point that activates the glitch after we've initiated the glitch. If that makes sense. Those words might be interchangeable, but using two different words to kind of drive the point home. There we go, there's another level. Two more. Doc, you should get your Pokemon on, dude. I mean, unless you don't like Pokemon, of course, but there's a lot of fun to be had on stream with it. Pokemon Go, yeah. No, totally, Don. Absolutely. I understand that completely. That's how I get lost in my sauce, so... You know, I'm a shmup guy. That's my thing. I haven't been playing them quite as much lately because I've been focusing on things like glitches and achievements and stuff, but... Now that we got things set up, that's probably going to change. We're still going to be going for achievements and all that kind of good stuff, but... I really do need to get back to training for some things shmup-wise. I'm starting to get kind of that wanderlust a little bit, like you get sometimes from playing shmups. When you're trying to play one exclusively to hit a certain goal or do something with it. I've been watching a lot of Pink Sweets lately. That's such a good game. What's the other one that I've been watching a lot of? I guess mostly, I mean, Ikaruga for sure. We're going to be doing a lot of that. Yeah, Pink Sweets. Oh, and Gwange. I would really like to get good at Gwange. My god, that game is really tough. Wow. It blew up right in my face. Gwange is so cool though, man. It's like, to me, it's just such a unique shmup experience. It's like if they took like if the makers of Diablo 2 made a shmup, that's like, and made a Japanese traditional, like that's what I would picture that. It's probably not the greatest explanation for it, but that's the best way I can explain it. That's what it makes me feel like. Yeah, those freaking things are just, they're popping up way too quick on each other. I need to change how those work. I need to change the logic behind those. It's so much freaking work to do with this stuff as of late. It's been very frustrating. But I think after we get most of this all done and set up, I don't foresee me changing my stream layout for a very long time because I love the way that it looks. So it's kind of like a final point thing, which is good. I like that. Thank you, Donk. Make up for the slow morning by suddenly kicking you in the ass. I am so sorry, pandas. That sucks. There we go. 56, baby. Okay, so let's take a look at some of our Pokemon special stats. 103. Hot damn, 153. 149. 120. And 126. We could toy around with that idea, but leveling's going really, really good, pandas. We are, I believe, at the point that we need to be to at least test getting this achievement, but I think before I do that, I'm gonna take a break for some food. I'm kind of past lunchtime. I haven't really eaten lunch yet. I did have a fairly large breakfast though, so I'm not too worried about it. I might even just get a snack or something to hold me over and then eat dinner a little bit after that. So, let's let's save it. I think I did already, but let's just do it again just so that we know. Okay. All right, everybody. I will be back. If I don't see y'all later, have a great day. If you do come back in, yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye.